We're back from the dead. We're finally back. Welcome back to the Otaku Brothers podcast. As always, my name is Ben, joined by my lovely co-host Joseph.
Konnichiwa.
And this is actually episode 103.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Joseph said we had a little mishap
We
last time
did.
we recorded.
A couple episodes ago, we were thinking it was a different episode than it actually was. But that's good. You know, that means we're getting to a point where this is just so constant and that it's so high up that it's just happening, which is good. It's good. So yeah, but welcome back. I know, I'm sorry. We missed 2 weeks. Busy. Things got busy with just life and everything. So, but October was such a busy month for me, at least. And yeah, but luckily November is here. It's time. The holiday season are coming, Ben. Thanksgiving's right around the corner, so that's exciting. Are you doing anything fun? Are you gonna go see family? What are you doing? Any holiday plans?
I think I'll just go back home for a few days.
That's good.
I only have Thanksgiving Day off, so
Oh my
I
God,
don't really have
that's
much
crazy.
room to work around.
That's insane. Well,
Yeah.
well, that's unfortunate, but yeah, hopefully that'll be good. Yeah, I get a nice little break as well, but I'll be here. So excited for that, Ben. I'm very excited for Thanksgiving. Actually, have some good food, some gobble gobble, some turkey. You got a favorite? You got a favorite Thanksgiving food? We should do a Thanksgiving tier
Green bean
list.
casserole.
That is so based, Ben. That is the only right answer. I agree, 100%. It's very rare we agree on things here.
It's so good.
That is awesome. What a W you
so
take.
good.
Yeah, green beans are up there. I think stuffing and mac and cheese. Honestly, I don't know if it's a hot take. I think the sides are. Oh, no, okay. Turkey is pretty goated. Like when it's done well. But turkey, I feel like is really hard to do well.
I think the sides are definitely better than the main dish.
I think that's not a crazy take. I think I agree with you there. Turkey. But turkey, I think just gets complemented with gravy so well that's what carries it. But turkey by itself, not for me. But yeah, but sorry, we're getting ahead of ourselves. I'm hungry. I'm ready for Thanksgiving already. So yeah, but
I'm hungry.
but welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 103. We got a good one for y'all today. A lot of stuff going on. I think since last time we can finally talk about Dawn to Dawn, the new episodes. So I'm excited to hear Ben's takes. Blue Box, Blue Lock. Unfortunately, I'm not caught up with Daima. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. So we got some good stuff to talk about. Yeah, Daima. It's been good though. I've been hearing good stuff about Daima actually. That it's been solid. So that's good. But a lot of stuff going on in the anime industry. We got some news for you all today here. So it's good. Arcane Anime of the Year just dropped, so that's gonna be exciting. I'm very excited. I need to start that soon. So yeah, I'm a lot of stuff to look forward to. So yeah, but Ben, before we get into that, how you been, man? It's been a while. So. Since we've been here. So what have you been up to these days? Anything fun? Or just...
I have been working. I feel like I haven't been here at my apartment like the past couple weekends. I don't know. I feel like I've been in and out, and this is like the first week where I've settled down and like been able to do my daily routine.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's been really weird.
No, that's
because like I've been off getting groceries. I know I'd be gone.
Yeah.
For a period of time.
Yes.
So I just didn't get any.
Yes, I totally feel that, dude. That's how it's been for me too.
I got groceries today. Yeah.
That's good.
I got groceries today. I went to Barnes and Noble yesterday. I got Kagurabachi.
Yeah, Kagurabachi. Hell yeah.
Like I just. The beeline. I walked in the store. I went to the manga section.
I
saw it, grabbed it, and I checked out.
That's awesome. You didn't even peruse?
I always get distracted there. Like
yeah, it is easy to
like. I didn't want to like possibly get anything else, so I just grabbed it and left.
Yeah, it's been rough, dude. I've been going in there, and now that I'm reading like normal books too again, I'm started because I went through a little slope where I wasn't, but I'm finally back to it. It's like, dang, I got to look at manga, and then I have to look at regular books too. So it's like it adds up, man. It adds up. But yeah, no, that's awesome. I actually went to Barnes and Noble as well, but I didn't buy anything. Just perused. Although I do need to get Fire Force Volume 4 and 5. I want to complete the series, so Yeah, but
You keep saying Fire Force,
Fire Punch,
and I know
Fire
you mean
Punch.
Fire Punch.
That's what I meant. Yes, thank you for correcting me. I'm sorry. I don't know why, because I was thinking of Fire Force lately, but no, Fire Punch, definitely the better of the fires mangas. So yeah, but no. Speaking of mangas, Ben, Chainsaw Man had an incredible chapter, and I actually want to make a video breaking it down, but I haven't had time. But it was such an excellent chapter, and I think it's so crazy, but it addressed everything like I think people complained about Chainsaw Man with it addresses in this chapter, and it was beautiful. Like the payoff was so huge and
Mhm.
worth it. So it was awesome. It was great. I'm so excited. The next chapter comes out Tuesday, so it's gonna be a great Tuesday. I'm very excited for that. Trying to get Ben to just peruse through it. It's because it's been peak so far, and I want to experience it with someone. So yeah, that was fun. That was my highlight of the week. I it's been so long, Ben, and I think that's what made me miss or made me want to read more mangas weekly because I bet that's how you feel, reading a lot of stuff. But like I whenever I saw it and I turned the page, I literally started shaking. I was like I literally had a physical reaction and like started like I was like oh my goodness like so it was cool. That was a fun experience. I feel like that's rare.
Mhm.
But yeah, but I guess speaking of Tatsuki Fujimoto again, Look Back came out on Amazon Prime, which is very cool here in the U.S. Seeing it get some love, that's awesome. That's really it's dope. So I might
Yeah.
rewatch it, just to get into it again. But yeah, so that's very exciting. But yeah, I guess also speaking of anime movies, Ben, did you see the illustration for the Attack on Titan characters of like Goth Mikasa that's been going around Twitter and things like that?
Well, that's actually in the manga, and that's the end
Oh,
credit scene for the movie, supposedly.
oh, okay. Well, that would be awesome, regardless. So yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter just making fun, or like not making fun, but like admiring, I guess is a better word, the illustration of
Yeah.
Mikasa and all of them dripped out in, normal clothes. So that was fun. But yeah, that's gonna be a good time. So that was cool. That was just little side
Is that
stuff that's been
even
going on.
coming to the US?
I don't think it's confirmed. I think it comes out at the end of this year in Japan, but they haven't said anything
It
about a
aired.
US. Yeah, we don't know about a US release.
Streaming in theaters in Japan for 3 weeks,
Yeah,
while an international release date is yet to be confirmed.
I'm sure it'll get one. It has to get one. So, yeah, but that's cool. So, for all you Attack on Titan fans who are missing and wanting to rewatch the movies, that's going to be a cool experience for you all. That's very exciting, very fun. But yeah, that's good. That's a good time. Good times. So yeah, that's exciting. But in other news, I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I can't. Oh yeah, I did want to mention Arc.
JoJo Lose Ranger
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
got season 2
I know.
for April
April.
of 2025.
Yep. I thoroughly enjoyed that show. I'm glad I finished season one. I went back and finished it. It was fun. It was a good show. Definitely
Yeah.
wasn't anything too crazy. Yeah, that was last season, right? Was it last season? Or was it summer?
Yeah?
I guess that was summer.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was summer.
I don't
I
even
think,
remember.
anyways, yeah, but that was definitely one of the highlights of the short summer we had. Um, so yeah, that was fun. I'm excited for season two to see where it picks off because I remember it was just all over the place, and then I think at the end of season one, I actually kind of got a little. I was like, oh shoot, okay. So that's
Yeah.
very cool. That is very exciting and fun. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a good time. But yeah, I'm trying to think of any other news, Ben. Anything else been going on that we gotta talk about? That you wanna
Um,
discuss? Anything fun?
I don't think news wise, unless I'm missing something. Uh,
Now that
I don't see. Yeah, I don't see anything else major,
okay. All right. Yeah, no
looking
biggie.
groundbreaking.
But no, I guess then before we get into the shows, I did want to address Arcane. Arcane season two did come out, So for those of y'all who are interested in that, definitely go check it out and watch it. It just came out today, and it's already, I think, the one of the most popular shows streaming right now on Netflix. So good for Arcane, dude. I just watched a whole lore video talking about how they're gonna like the League of Legends is going about restructuring its whole lore based around Arcane, and it's gonna like expand on it a lot more. So I thought that was really cool. They're really investing into this, and as they should be. I mean, it was a good show, and I'm excited. Apparently, they're gonna make more shows in the same like art style in the same universe as Arcane.
Really?
Yeah, I also learned the studio who made Arcane is also responsible for doing stuff like other YouTube animations as well as like stuff for the Gorillas, the band. They made like live music videos. So I was like, oh, that's sick.
Uh-huh.
So that's pretty cool. Good for Arcane. It's a great show. Trying to get Ben to watch that as well. So you should give that a shout, Ben. Yeah, so it's exciting season two. I think the first three episodes came out, and then it's gonna be coming out in acts. So maybe if I get free time, I'll watch it and then break it down. We can do a little segment talking about it each break or something like that, or I can do my own video. So that'll be fun. But that is going on as well. And then yeah, it's pretty cool, Ben, seeing Netflix finally becoming like this different like streaming platform. It's like how now they're finally doing like weekly releases, and then like
Yeah.
even with streaming, like I'm doing a watch party this weekend for the KSI Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, and it's on Netflix streaming, and
Yeah.
I'm just like that's crazy that and I even noticed, Ben, I don't know if you've noticed that I've started getting the ads because I guess I have the ad subscription, so I'm just like this is weird having ads on Netflix. It's very odd.
I did not have
So
ads on Netflix.
yeah, okay, well you don't need to
I
flex.
didn't even know they had ads. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it is wild. I was watching a show one time and I was like, what the heck? Why is there an ad playing? But everything has
See, I
ads now.
remember when we on the Wii, whenever I'd want to watch Netflix, you'd have
Yes.
to put a disc in or something.
Yeah.
I thought it was crazy.
I remember when Netflix did DVDs still. They had their like the subscription service where they would just it was like Redbox but through the mail. And
Really?
yeah, they it was a long time ago. That's crazy, dude. How far they've come
Red.
is wild. It's only getting bigger. So yeah, it's very weird to comprehend, but I'm excited nonetheless. It's cool seeing all the love Arcane's getting, all the anime stuff that they've been doing. So I'm here for it. It's working. Um, so yeah, I'm down for it. I'm down. But yeah, regardless, thank you all so much for the support. Let's get into some shows, Ben. I guess we got four shows to talk about since we are not going to be talking about Daima, unfortunately. So sorry for all the Dragon Ball fans out there, but it'll just have to come another time. I apologize that we've just been busy, and there's some other shows that have just been peak recently. So I don't know. What do we want to start with, Ben? What shows are out right now? It's Bleach, Blue Lock, Dawn to Dawn, and Blue Box. So I don't know.
Yep.
We usually start with Dawn to Dawn, right? So we could start there
Yeah,
if we want to.
that's fine.
Yeah. It's exciting. Me and Ben, I think the last time since it's been 2 weeks, we the last time we talked about Dawn to Dawn, we were still. I think okay, actually no, it was probably the first time. Wait, I don't remember if we had talked about the newest stuff in Dawn to Dawn since last. I don't think we have. So yeah, okay, this is all new stuff then for Ben at least because I've read the manga. So yeah, Ben, thoughts? What did you have you liked it so far? This little arc we got started with getting introduced to Ira, and yeah, what do you think of her? What do you think of everything that's going on?
That's good. I like it. It's definitely an easy watch.
It
It's
is.
not like there's things to complain about. I don't think. It's fun. The characters are enjoyable. Ira's cool. I like that Turbo Granny is now a cat, which is funny because at my work there's someone who really likes Danadon,
Hmm.
and so on all the whiteboards she draws the cat
Oh, that's
just
awesome.
doing a different thing. I'll send you a picture next time I'm
Yeah.
there. But it's cool. I like it. It's fun. Like I said, it's an easy watch. Like it goes by fast every time.
Hmm.
And is it gonna be a 12 episode core?
It is. Yeah, it is. Fortunately.
You're already halfway through.
I know. Yeah, it does suck. But
Crazy.
yeah. No, it's been great. I think I was telling Ben last week's episode I think is the episode for me that really really got me into Don. It's the episode where we finally get introduced to the love, to a little bit more of the romance aspect of the show with Okarun and Momo, and I just think the relationship is so cool. It's really well done. That these people are both so different, but they find this common ground in like the love for the supernatural, and that they just want to be friends and talk to each other and hang out and just discuss the supernatural, and that kind of gets in the way, and they kind of just get in each other's way, and it's done in such a funny way that it just works so well, and the side characters are great. The grandma's funny, and then I agreed. Turbo Granny becoming a cat is such a good decision. She's so funny, and the dynamic works so well. The humor is on point with Okarun and then his whole golden balls, and I just think it's so good. Even the horror aspect, and I'm excited. Next episode, we get a little bit more of the backstory. It gets a little darker, which I really love how it does so well balancing, especially when we get introduced to some of the other characters later on and their like whole like scary, you know, pasts and all that. It is very interesting, and it's so cool. The world building is great. There's gonna be some fun episodes coming up soon with more monsters that we get to see them fight, and it's excited to see them build their little like Ghostbuster ensemble. First we start with Ira, so it's gonna be cool to see the other characters that get introduced later on, and yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot. The colors are great. It's just, yeah, like Ben said, it flows so easily and it's so smoothly, and it does go by super fast, which is the pacing. I think is one of the best things that this show studio Saru has done so well. He's getting the pacing right.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Yeah, one thing I really admire about the show is I guess, how it's directed.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy that it feels like it's not a direct translation from manga and then just like pasting it into an animated version. It feels like, while it's following the same storyline, it feels like it's kind of doing that in its own way. And I really appreciate that because it's not just like bland. It knows how to um, fill in the gaps between panels and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy that.
Yeah, I agree. It's gonna be exciting to see whenever we do our Otaku Awards and the Crunchyroll Awards come out. What's gonna get win and get nominated for everything? Because I don't know, we got some good contenders for like best animation. So I mean I don't know, dude. I think I have my pick low key locked, but who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I guess we can talk about it later. But yeah, there's some good stuff, out, and Donadon is just such a good contender. It's good. I live by it. It's like that meme where it's like Mob Psycho died such and such, and then it's like Donadon was born such and such. Welcome back, welcome back. So yeah, I really like the vibe. I think it is the new Mob Psycho, and it's great. It's awesome. I've been loving it so much. So I'm excited for next week's episode. It's gonna be good. We get the climax of the fight, and then we get to move on to some other fun arcs. These next two arcs are really fun. So it's very interesting me being in the driver's seat for once with this, because Ben's usually the one I'm usually the one who's in the dark, and Ben knows everything that's going on. So it's cool to be in the driver's seat for once.
Sucks, right? Because you just want to talk about everything.
Yeah, no, I guess, but yeah, it's kind of hard too, because I feel like with Donadon, as fun as it is very surface level still. So there's not really much to like theorize about, like as in something like Bleach, or as in Blue Box, where it's like some, if one of us had read Blue Box, somewhere where it's like clearly a romance, and there's like definitely a plot. It's this one. It's kind of just like it's different. It's a different vibe. So I think that helps me contain my excitement a bit, because each part is just fun. So yeah. But anyways, that's Dawn to Dawn. It's been great. it's lived up to the hype. Science Art has done it justice, and I'm excited for next week's episode. I really liked this the ghost, the lady in the red dress. She's really creepy, and I love it. I can't wait till we get the backstory. So that'll be fun. So next episode. But yeah. So what do you want to do next, Ben? What's a good one? What do you? I'll let you dealer's choice.
We don't do blue box.
I'm excited for this. So
Really?
yeah. So okay, I watched Blue Box yesterday or this morning. Did I watch it today? I think I watched it today. So it's fresh in my mind. I really have been liking Blue Box a lot, Ben. A lot. I will say it. It is the posh man's domestic girlfriend, if you will.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it is the truth. It is the truth. This is domestic girlfriend for people who can't accept the
I'm gonna
truth
drop
about.
it.
Dude,
Don't
don't.
compare it.
It is because it's literally the same
No,
thing.
it's not.
Because
But in
yeah,
domestic girlfriend,
don't
there's
say it. Don't.
incest.
It okay. It's not. There is not. But yeah. It's. I really like this show. I really like it. One because I feel like so much we get in rom-coms is characters being complete and utter idiots, and it seems like what I love about this show so much is that these characters genuinely have goals in life outside of wanting to just be in a relationship with the other person. And this
Yeah.
that's what I think as somebody who's we're in college, we've had life experiences and whatnot. We've obviously been in love and things like that have happened, but we also have other obligations, other things like that to keep us going and a lot on our plates. And I think that's what this episode tackles so well, and I just absolutely loved it, especially with this whole episode following the pink-haired girl and the gymnast dealing with. We kind of finally get the reveal that she kind of has feelings for our main boy, and it was so great following her throughout the whole episode and getting an insight into her mind and how she thinks about everything, because obviously she's a gymnast trying to compete for nationals, and she has so much that she needs to balance and think about as well, on top of, hey, I really like this guy, and it sucks that he's kind of into this other girl right now. But
Hmm.
like, I have to think about that, which is already stressing me out. And then one, I have to think about, like, staying healthy. I'm already on this like strict diet routine. I gotta also, be perfect for gym. She said she has school. Her dad needs help with stuff. And it's just like, you have a lot. Life is just, it's not just you sitting there like 24/7 thinking about this one individual person. It's like you got other stuff to do. And that's what I think the show has done so well, especially incorporating the sports aspect of it. So
Yeah.
hats off to the show. And when I was talking about animation, I love the animation in this show. I think it could be a contender for best animation of the year. It's been
Hmm.
great. I think the way it uses CGI too is done right. If Blue Lock wants to take notes, like, I think it's done such a good job of using it sparingly and only when it has to, is for background characters. And I just love the design. And yeah, I mean, we can get a little more into the episode too because I want to keep talking about it, but I'll quit rambling and hear your thoughts because I've been loving it.
Yeah, no, it's very enjoyable. I did really like this episode. What's the pink haired girl's name?
I don't know. I'll pull up the list, the cast.
But she
Oh,
said something that I thought was like really, what's the word? Like, I don't want to say like transcends anime because that sounds really weird.
Meta?
But like meta, what?
I don't know, Meta.
But
Like,
like
okay,
I
okay.
don't know. She said
Her
something
name's Hina. Her
that like
name's Hina.
Ina.
And
Okay.
then Taki, I think it's name Taiki. Taiki
Yeah,
is,
I'm slowly realizing that I don't know anyone's name.
yeah. And then Chinatsu. Chinatsu's the main girl that he's into. And then I think his name's Taiki. And then, yeah, Hina. So, yeah, there we go.
Ina. Well, what's the? I can't. I guess it was. She said something that I think I was glad she said it because it's something that like people should kind of apply to their lives, which is rare in a show because it's just an anime and like you're just watching it to have fun. But it's a really good lesson because she was talking about all these things that's going on, and then she just said, "I can't be worrying about this. I need to learn how to deal with this
Yep. Yep.
on my
Yeah,
own.
I
And
agree.
it's like there's a point where you can't rely on everyone else or other people for answers.
Mm-hmm.
Some things you just have to like, I guess what's the word? I want to say, I guess grind out. I don't know what the
Yeah.
term I'm looking for is, and like you just have to get through it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good thing she said that, and she did.
No,
Then that guy bumped into her and she hurt her leg.
dude,
But
I literally was about to scream when I saw that, dude. I was like, oh my gosh, she's cooked. But it seems like she's fine. All right, I guess we don't know
yeah,
yet, actually. But yeah, no, I agree. I completely agree. I think that's what was so good about this episode is that yeah, like it she's like, dude, I can't worry about this. And I mean, unfortunately, I'm not a athlete, but I mean, we do have other stuff going on in my lives. I mean, look at that. We had to cancel the podcast these past 2 weeks because we were busy doing stuff like that. And it's like you have so much going on in life, and that's one thing. Like you see Rent a Girlfriend, and it's like, bro, Kazuya, he does not have anything else to worry about in
terrible
life
show.
besides he has nothing else to think about in life besides Chizuru and these girls. It seems like that's literally all he does, and in the show. And so it's so refreshing to see them focus on other stuff as well. And I also
It's,
like the scene where
I
I
hate that
think
show.
she's just like I want someone to motivate me, and like they're just doing it to motivate each other. And whenever they're working hard, they think of each other and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And she's like, oh man, I want to be motivated like that by someone. And I just thought it was so real. Like it's just it is like an actual genuine person who's going through something wrote this show, and wasn't just like down bad. So I really have been appreciating the
dude, I hate
show.
Run a I actually hate Run a Girlfriend now.
It's so
Like, what is this
trash.
guy doing with his life?
It is a trash
He is
TV.
paying any is he still paying Caesar to hang out?
I
Like,
I think sometimes he was right in the last season.
does he even have a job? Like, where's he getting this money from?
I think he said he got it from his. Yeah, they made the excuse. He was like, "Yeah, I'm using all my grandma's money that she gave me or something."
What's the word? I don't know if I'm allowed to say this word. I don't think. I feel like I am, but I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, it's up to you. I can cut it out
Starts
if
with a
you.
C. U
Ah, okay. No, yeah,
T K.
something like that. Yeah.
Is that is that a bad word?
I it yeah. Yeah.
Is it?
I would say so. But
Well, that's what he is. I think. Dude, I hate that show. We're not watching the new season.
I am gonna watch it unfortunately. Yeah,
Man.
no, I think Rukia is the best girl in that show. Sorry, this is not a Rent a Girlfriend podcast. Anyways, yeah, no, Blue Box was great. And then I think what makes this so good too is that the ending of the episode was great as well.
Hmm.
It ends with Chinatsu sitting on her staircase after running into Taiki, and they have a deep conversation about, or not a deep conversation, but just a conversation, and it kind of stirs the pot again. She thinks that Taiki and Hina would make a great couple, and she's like, man, like I feel bad that I'm probably getting in the way of their relationship, and she's like, man, now I gotta. But she's like, if Hina's probably thinks it's so weird that we live together, but
Yeah.
so then it sounds like she's implying like she's gonna try and back off of Taiki. So I was
Hmm.
like, bro, it's intense. It's intense stuff, but it's good. It's good. Yeah, I loved it. I've been loving Blue Box. It's definitely been a surpriser romance for sure. I didn't really hear about it until we just started it this season, but
Yeah.
yeah, it came swinging, man. It's I don't know if I'd say it's like my dress up level peak, but it's climbing the
I
ranks
think it's
slowly because
it's
I
peak
think
in its
dress
own
up,
way.
right? I think dress up scratches a different itch. It definitely scratches the more degenerate love, just like the puppy love itch, whereas this one's like very realistic. And yeah, so it's a different itch that it scratches. So it's hard to compare them, you're right. But
Note: I was at HEB today getting groceries,
okay.
and they have a what's the word? They have like an international section, right?
Mhm.
And so there was a bunch of Japanese snacks, and they had like all the drinks that you'd get from a vending machine there.
Really?
Yeah, and I was mind blown. Like they had Pocari Sweat,
Mhm.
and then I was like, "What the heck?" So I got some.
Well, it's funny you say
I
that.
feel like
Or sorry, go
I feel
ahead.
like we took Japan for granted. I don't know why.
Dude, me and Curtis have this conversation all the time, and it's funny when I went to go see him. As that was our buddy who went to the trip with us. Whenever I saw him this past weekend, I literally we talked to we literally that's all we talked about. We were like, I feel like we took it for granted and that we didn't do enough. And I'm like sitting back and thinking, and I'm like, bro, we literally did stuff like him and I literally woke up at like 5 a.m. to walk around and
Yeah.
do stuff. And I'm like, I don't think there was physically more we could have done. I mean, I'm sure there
Yeah.
is if we had maybe woken up a bit earlier some days, but I mean, we did a lot, like a lot. And but every time I think about it, like I was going through. That's funny you say that. This is our weekly Japan rant. Um, Whenever that's funny you say that. I was going through the podcast and I was like, really? Or not the podcast, the vlog I did, and I was like, that's it? Like, what? That's I like that's what we did. But I'm like, in the moment, it felt like a lot. Like it genuinely felt like a lot.
I just feel like I didn't embrace that I was in Japan,
Yeah. It
which I'm
definitely.
upset about.
I know. Like I think we did in the moment. I think we did. It's just now that it's the reality hit. Because I
Oh,
remember I remember walking like as soon as we got to like out of the train station and like on our street like where we stayed at the in Tokyo, and I
yeah.
whenever we were walking like to the apartment for the first time, I was like, wow, like I think that's when it hit that I was like, we are in like a different other part of the world. Also on the train from the airport um to this when we were trying to figure out the station, like seeing all the cities and like how urban it
Yeah.
is. That was crazy. That hit too. But no, I definitely think you're right. I don't know. I think it's just because we had. I don't know. I think maybe anime gave us like an expectation, and it definitely met it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It is weird, but it's so cool though. Like it is so cool. It is one of the like. I think that is one of the coolest things that I'll always remember. That'll always make me remember about Japan is like watching anime, like Blue Box for something or something like that, or like whenever I was watching Bocchi the Rock, like you can just. It feels like being in a Japanese city, and now that we can say we've experienced that is so cool because
Hmm.
I can remember it, and yeah, I think it just gets me excited because I definitely know I'm gonna go back eventually. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's like so funny because I'm always like I want to travel the world, but if somebody was like, "Would you rather go to like Greece or like Italy or Japan?" It's like I'd probably say Japan again to be honest. So,
Hmm.
um, yeah, it was such a great time, but. No, I definitely agree with you. I was talking to Curtis, and I was like, man, I remember being so full in those moments, but I'm like, I wish I just tried more food. I wish I tried, just random drinks, random
Yeah.
convenience store stuff, just everything. So,
Hmm.
yeah, that's just a random side note. You okay?
I'm going. I'm already booking tickets. I'm going back tomorrow.
Dude, let me know, bro. Let me know. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, I guess we can get into Blue Lock next,
Hmm.
if that's
Jesus
cool.
Christ.
But no, speaking of Blue Lock, before we get into it, I did want to say I'm a big fan of the YouTube group The Sidemen. I know Ben,
Yeah.
you're familiar with them as well, and they just announced their charity match that they're doing next, and it's gonna be at Wembley Arena. They announced,
Oh,
so
really?
yeah, so that's very exciting. It was very cool. These events that they've been hosting are just huge now. It's massive. So I'm very excited to see if they fill up the whole stadium, which they probably will. And it's gonna be exciting, man. It's gonna be interesting to see how
Hmm.
it goes. But yeah, so that'll be fun. But yeah, Blue Lock time. It is Blue Lock time. Last week Ben and I were talking whenever we watched last week's episode, and I almost started reading the manga. I haven't started reading it yet. There's still potential that I will read it, because I'd be down to, especially because this week's episode was really hype. And again, I don't know if it's like a placebo effect with just how everyone's been talking about the manga and comparing it to like or the anime being like everyone's saying the anime's quality isn't as good, but I feel like I have started to notice it more, and it's just kind of apparent, and it's kind of made me a little upset with how the show has been. So I think I might start giving the manga a try, just because yeah, I mean, at this point, if it is just kind of like the same panel-y aspect, then I mean, yeah, why not just read it at that point? So, where I know the art style is very unique and just, doing it justice. Not that this hasn't been doing it justice, but just its interpretation hasn't been what I had been hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
So, so yeah, that's just a quick little small rant. But yeah, but the episode itself was good. It was good. We are finally at the U20 versus Blue Lock arc, and I was awesome. Me and Ben were talking while we were watching the episode. The coolest thing about this was seeing them actually set up the arena and like just see how all the crowd going
Yeah.
in, getting excited and hyped. It finally, for the first time, like as awesome as Blue Lock has been, it's been just kind of like a twist on soccer, doing like 3v3s, five, 3v3s with all strikers, stuff like that. But this is the first time it feels like it's an actual like, equivalent to like a high Q like tournament match or like a Crocono basket tournament, something along those lines. Is the vibe and the atmosphere that was given in this episode, and it was really fun to finally see that achieved. And it felt pretty endgame. Like it felt like this is what the whole show is building up to. So I'm curious to see how the rest of it plays out, the rest of the anime and manga. But it was good. It's the characters. I will say that I love the character designs for the U20 group. They look awesome. The main guy, who we see with the different colored eyes, looks so sick,
Mhm.
and obviously, the the main guy who's the head of the U20 team, who's this new dude, looks really sick as well. So I really love the art. I really love the color. It looks it's I'm excited to watch to see how it plays out and just to see how different the skill level is between the U20 group and Blue Lock, the Blue Lock members. So,
Mhm.
because yeah, some of these dudes, like even though they're all supposed to be under 20, they look like grown ass men. So,
Yeah.
so it's like some JoJo's type beat. But yeah, it was good. It was a good episode. We got to see the match start off. We saw the lineups. We saw that the guy, the antenna looking dude from Blue Lock who got transferred to the U20 is not starting. So he's going to be coming off the bench. So it's going to be curious to see if he does play, or I guess I should be
Mhm.
saying when he does play because, anime's got an anime. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to see how some of the other guys that we've seen more composed and not really, having to struggle as much like Green and the other top five players, react in these situations. So it's exciting. I've been liking it so far, and I'm just excited to see where it goes and how the match plays out. I really want to see Isagi make a difference because I feel like right now he's still undervalued on the team, and I want his like time to shine. He had that one good shot,
Yeah.
and I really want to see him be recognized as a talented player because on the team because I feel like right now everybody takes him for granted.
Yeah.
Besides like like Batra, his boyfriend. So yeah. Um. Anyways, it's
Yeah. Well, for me, this has been a long time coming because
yes.
I I don't even know. I found out about this manga like a while ago. Like I remember whenever I started playing soccer in high school, I was like, "Huh, I wonder if there's a soccer one." And then they're like, "Oh, there's Blue Lock." I was like, "Oh, what is this?" And so I just like didn't take note of it. But then the trailer came out. I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I started watching it, and I remember I got spoiled on something, so I just read it. And then whenever I read this arc, I was so excited for it to get adapted. And I guess the one thing I was worried about, like honestly, I'm fine with the way that it looks. Like the character designs are really good, but
Yes.
the animation isn't where it isn't where it should be, but that's where it is. That's not going to change. So I'm not going to complain about it. The one thing I was
Yes.
most worried about is the I guess like the vibe and the depiction of the environment that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they did a fantastic job showing like they're in like this is an actual match. They're in a stadium full of people who are excited to like watch them play. I think they did that really well, and that was like the one thing that I was worried about, like specifically that, and the commentators. They're going to be a big part. I know they don't seem like they are, but they are going to play a big part in just like kind of projecting how moments are supposed to feel. So honestly, I think I'm still excited. I think as long as the key moments they look decent, I think it's gonna be fine. It's still gonna be a very good arc. Uh, I'm excited for all the moments that are gonna happen.
I agree, and I sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, you're good.
I think that I don't know if call it acceptance, if you will, or just yeah, just accepting that the animation will never be what it could be. I think at this point, what I've realized is and come to accept is that it seems more so. I can't even say that this is the badly animated because it feels like this is simply the direction that they want to take it. You know,
No, it
like
is
it
like
seems like you were saying about how it seems like they're trying to recreate panels and they're just doing it like that. It seems like that is definitely intentional and that is how they are trying to depict the animation. And I think this is the first time I've really realized that you can depict animes, uniquely and differently. I mean, I guess it's hard because, there's usually only one anime adaptation for a series, but
yeah.
you can tell that obviously people had a different depiction in mind, and I think it does come down to the director and the animation studio and what they think would be a good adaptation. But I mean, you look at something like Dawn to Dawn, where it's the complete opposite of this, right? I mean, as soon as you get into the very first episode of Dawn to Dawn, it goes and it is just boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 fast paced. And the author, like, remember when we were watching the movie, he says that was intentional, that they chose to, make it all fast paced and to make it move. So it seems like with Blue Lock, they are intentionally doing this whole slideshow style panel,
Well, like
mimicry.
intentional. Like it's people have come out inside the studio and said that there's major problems inside the studio coming like all the way back up to management and the directors.
Mm-hmm.
Like people have said like the work conditions are terrible, the pay is terrible. They keep asking them to redo cuts. Like they don't accept cuts, and like the time schedule that they had to animate the episodes was very little, which is why they're ending up doing the kind of moving still frames, it seems.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, I guess I shouldn't give them that much credit then. But
yeah.
it is
But
just it's the style with which we have, I guess.
yeah. And it sucks because like people who were working on it, like people, that one guy who we talked about it before, like some guy came out and he was talking about it. Like he just quit because it was so bad there. But he said that like he really wanted to like what's the word? Contribute to making it good,
Mm-hmm.
but like he just couldn't and they wouldn't let him. Not they wouldn't let him, but just like the conditions that he was in wouldn't let him do that. Which
Yeah.
sucks. Which really sucks because like it was the top selling manga last year.
Yeah.
So I think it deserves an adaptation worthy. Which is funny because Blue Lock has a really big has a really big community of like creators, I guess. So there's people who like self animate things in the manga and that kind of stuff. So they're actually making like I think it's like 20 different animators. They're like making their own Blue Lock movie.
Really?
Yeah, which is cool.
That's sick. Well, hopefully it doesn't get copyrighted or however that whole
Yeah, it probably
works.
will, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah. As long as like the key moments are fine. I think I'll still enjoy it. I'm not gonna.
It's gotten to the point, like we said, where it's acceptance. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
But overall, it was good. It was fun. Like Ben said, the environment, the atmosphere, I think they captured it really well, and that definitely gave me hope for the series. So it kept me going. Um, so yeah, I really liked it. Excited to see how next week's episode plays out and to see when the match is fully kicking in gear. It's exciting. So
I guess since the match just started, why don't we let's get your score prediction.
score prediction. Oh gosh. How long is the match? It's like what, each match is like 90 minutes of soccer, right? That's how long soccer matches are.
90 minutes.
Yeah, but it can go into extra time, right? So I got to take that into account. I think it's going to be, I don't know. I want to say high scoring just because it's an anime. I don't really see them doing. I think my final score prediction, it's going to come down to the wire, obviously. It's going to be a 1 point game. It has to be. So I think I'm going to say 5-6 or like a 7-6, something around there. 5-6 or 7-6 is my guess.
Okay.
And then I think it's gonna go. Obviously, Blue Lock's gonna win. So yeah, I think Blue Lock's gonna win. It's gonna be like 5-6. I think I'll go 5-6. Yeah,
Okay.
Blue Lock. So
Okay.
that's the score prediction. I think top scorer. I think it's probably gonna be Rin. I don't know much about soccer. I can't really give more in depth of that. I don't know. So yeah, I hope Usagi has at least 2 goals. His odd line is like what, 0.5 probably. But we'll give him. I'm betting the hard over, and I'm gonna say at least 1 goal. He definitely should have 2, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Who on the Blue Lock side? Who do you think the goal scorers are gonna be?
The goal scorers, I think it's going to be Rin, Nagi, Isagi. So that's 3. We'll probably give maybe 1 more to Rin, so that's already 4 shots. Who else would take a shot? We might get to see Rayo off the bench, maybe. Maybe get him. He might get some time in there. So that's 5. And then I'm trying to remember who the other key characters were. I don't. At least because I'm thinking of all the front player forwards. Maybe Butcher gets a cheeky shot in there. So that's 6. Yeah, I think those are definitely be my like hard like hits. Yeah, Butcher's probably at the bottom of that. Yeah, and then I couldn't tell you anything about the other team. I think that's fair. I think maybe once that antenna dude gets on the field, he'll probably score 1. And then I'm sure those 2 main ones that are like ridiculous, the guy with the 2 different colors eyes, and then but he's not, is he like a defender? He's on defense. I was gonna say, yeah, he's a defender. Okay, yeah, that's right, because they have positions. Yeah. So okay,
so now there are defenders on Blue Lock. Yeah, they're all strikers.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah. So I think that's a solid prediction. I'm 1-0 for my Blue Lock predictions, so hopefully.
What was your last? Oh, you are the Sheeta. Okay.
Sheeta go to the other team. Right. Yeah. So, I'm excited. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I really, like I said, I like the character designs for the other team. They look fun, and it's gonna be a good match. I'm excited, but yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's getting me into soccer. Like I'm like, ooh, I really want to watch them. Yeah, I wish it'd be fun if they see like something like this. A movie would be fun for Blue Lock. They should do a movie of Blue Lock. Like it's a whole match.
It should have been a movie. Don't even get me started.
Sorry.
No, you're just messing it.
No, I know. But yeah, it would have worked good as a movie. I feel so that would have been cool. But yeah, I'm excited to see how it plays out. I'm sure, who knows? I'm assuming that with Blue Lock, obviously it's going on. There's still a lot of chapters left. I'm assuming this isn't going to be the last time we see a real match. So who knows? Maybe we get a movie down the line. You're making that. That would be really. I hope there's another.
I was just thinking about everything that happened so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe a movie will be in the works down the line. We already got one movie, so who knows? Maybe
Just
we'll
give
get a
it Disney
recap
Animated
movie. Maybe we'll
Studio.
get a recap.
Just
What?
give it to Ufotable or something, please.
Dude, that'd be kind of crazy. Give it to Trigger. Trigger would kill it.
Give it to anyone else, and
Yeah. Not
I'd
Mappa.
start
Not
crying.
Mappa. Don't give it to Mappa. So yeah.
I don't even, dude. Like literally anyone.
I think
Literally,
I
to give it
think
to Rent a Girlfriend Studio,
I think Trigger would have done an excellent job with this, to be honest.
I think anyone would have done an excellent. I've already expressed my feelings.
Yeah, yeah. So no need for that. No need. Um,
Getting upset.
so yeah, we can move on to Bleach then. Bleach is being the final one. Last but certainly not least, Thousand Year Blood War arc. Oh my god. I feel like every episode we say this, but it was just peak fiction. It was awesome getting to see Grimjow and the other characters return from Hueco Mundo. We got Nay back. Um, she's doing well, it seems. She can now transform into an adult at will, from a child into an adult. So she's excited to be with Ichigo. So yeah, it was a good episode. It seemed like this is another setup episode. We get to see all of the main characters, all the big fighters that we're assuming are going to be duking it out this next couple episodes in the Royal Palace, the new area, the oldly uh, Royal Palace, to now being a new Quincy City with Yuhabak as the ruler and now king of the area. It's exciting. We got a lot of awesome characters that are back. I'm hyped, dude. It's sick. I mean, there's not much to say because this really was a setup episode, it seems, for what is to come. We
Yeah.
got everybody is here. This is literally like Avengers Endgame, but for Bleach. It is awesome. I'm very excited to see the fights that are unfolding. I actually did get spoiled on Twitter. Not, I didn't, I skimmed past it fast, but it was telling me like guys, like it was literally just a picture and it showed like it was pretty cool. It showed like the map of the new area, and then it showed like
Yeah.
all the different sections where fights were going on.
Oh,
But
okay.
I didn't see who was fighting who. I skimmed past
Okay,
it
that's
that
good.
fast. But I was like, oh shoot! So there's gonna be like it seems like it's gonna be an all out just like battle royale type beat, which I am really looking forward to. So
Because
I'm excited.
I'm glad you didn't get spoiled on like who was fighting where.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's one. Now you're gonna go back. I'm actually not gonna say it
No, I
because
swear
you
I'm not.
mentioned something. No. Like I don't want to remind you, and then you're gonna like go back and look at it, and you might remember or like figure out what it was. But whenever the trailer first came out, we were talking, and you didn't know who someone was, and you'll figure out who that is this in the coming
Interesting.
episodes.
Oh dang! Now I do want to go back and look at the trailer.
You can't go back.
What?
It was like the first trailer before like the show started airing.
Oh, so like the OG one where like we got the like the intro and everything, like the now
Mhm.
you feel like number. Okay. Really? Dang,
Like they like name off people.
they were showing stuff from that
Yeah,
early on.
yeah.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Because I remember you naming off the people, and you're like, I don't know who that guy is. And you shouldn't. I'm like, good. And now you can't go back and watch the trailer because you might figure it out.
Okay. Hmm. Well, if I still am not gonna recognize them, I don't see how I'd figure it
Oh,
out.
maybe something you will click inside your head, and I don't want that.
Oh, well, that's not fair. That should be fair game. But okay, I'll take your word for it.
No.
But yeah, but anyways, regardless, it's I'm excited. It's looking good. Um I'm very curious to see how the fights unfold. I want to see some good, tag teaming with Ichigo and Grimjow, maybe getting some team up from them. I'm excited to see if Aizen ends up did Aizen not Aizen didn't go to the Aizen didn't go with them, right?
He's still stuck in his chair.
Yeah, he's still sitting there in his chair. But he didn't teleport with them, right? To the Royal Palace?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh man, that's so he's just gonna be sitting there in his chair. Okay, interesting. That can't be the last we see of him. There has to be more. So I wonder what's gonna happen with him. But
Well,
yeah, the fact that he got more powerful is crazy since he last fought Ichigo.
yeah.
I was like, that's wild. So yeah, but what's good is like Ben said, there are a lot of fights coming, and so the setup episode is it seems like it's over, and it seems like we're finally going to be getting some fights next episode. I am looking forward to so many. I can't wait to see Shinji again. I'm excited to see Yoroichi fight. Ichigo, obviously, Grimjaw is going to be great. Kenpachi's back. I'm excited. It's going to be good. Seeing Soy Fawn back out there. We haven't seen her in a minute, so it's going to be great. I'm excited,
I don't
man.
remember who fights who. Because it's like, because some of the Quincy's are on the Soul Reaper side now.
Mm-hmm.
So on the Quincy side, there's only like the Royal Guards.
Yeah, there's not
And
many Quincy's.
there's like 5 or 6
Mm-hmm.
main fights. That'll be a lot to keep track of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited. It's definitely giving JJK Calling Game Shibuya Incident Arc vibes. So I'm excited. I'm excited, dude. I'm so ready for some fights in Bleach. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a good way to wrap up the season. Cause how far into
Can't
Bleach
believe
are we?
we're
Yeah, I was about to ask you.
6 episodes.
Shoot, yes, we only got half a season left. It's definitely so far. This one's been the slowest start, but actually, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even want to. That sounds unfair, but yeah, it does.
Actually,
I guess that just
it
shows
kind
you
of,
how good. That shows you how good the show's been. That like
it did
this
kind
is
of hit the
considered
ground
slow.
running with the first episode.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Yeah, we got.
Uh,
Yeah, I think so far though. I think the second core has still been. Ooh, I don't know. First core was pretty good, but yeah, second core probably is it. Um, yeah, no, definitely the second core. Actually, what am I saying? So yeah, yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes, man. Yeah, I say this every week, but yeah, it's just been great. So yeah, it's good getting to see some of the characters from the Fullbringer arc back. That was funny. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's been great, so I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna keep up with it. Yeah, I can't wait.
that's definitely.
Man, I really want to watch the trailer now, dude.
Dude, I shouldn't have said
I
anything.
know, I know. It's gonna eat at me, but I'll keep my word. So
There's how many Bankais are left? There's his Bankai, his Bankai, his Bankai. I think there's like uh, four Bankais left that you haven't seen. I think one's happening next episode.
oh shoot.
I don't know actually. Actually, no, there isn't. I don't know. I
Yeah.
forget.
Well, regardless, I'm here for a good time, so it's gonna be a fun ride. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's all we got for Bleach. So I think that's a good place to wrap it up. Unless you got anything else to add before we head on out.
What's today? The 10th. 3 days ago. Technically, if Kirito was in the real world, he would have cleared the dungeon 3 days ago.
Sao. I saw a crazy take. Um um what was it? Oh my god. No, it was my friend. He was trying to explain to me he thought Sword Art Online was better than some anime. I forgot what it was, but I was like, that's kind of crazy, I feel. Um I forgot what it
I'm gonna
was.
say I don't even know what the other anime is, and I'm gonna say it's not a ridiculous take.
Yeah. Somebody was trying to tell me that they thought the Gun Gale spinoff was better than
All right, that's pushing it.
was better than the actual show.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah. Um Dang, yeah, I don't remember. But it was a crazy take. It was a crazy take, I promise. Wow, they put Bleach in B tier. That's insane. Um, yeah, terrible, terrible list. But um, yeah, that's some anime stuff for you all. I think that's pretty much all I got, Ben.
You don't remember the show?
I don't. I'm sorry, but it was a crazy take. But yeah, it's funny. I was watching some more like JoJo stuff, and I really want to rewatch it again. I know we talked about that recently, but that was another thing. Like going to the JoJo bar in Japan, that felt surreal. Like looking back, I'm like, damn, we were actually there.
I feel like we were lucky.
Oh,
because the first thing she said was, "Oh, do you guys have a reservation?" In perfect English too. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy.
That's how you know it was meant to be. It was literally meant to be. So, yeah, that's what it was. We were talking about Japanese restaurants in class the other day, and like they were asking about the McDonald's menu, and I was like, dang, I should have like tried more from McDonald's. I should have tried,
I wasn't a fan of
the McDonald's. I think they were talking about like a teriyaki burger, and I was like, whoa.
So, that's what me and Ray. What did you get there? Did you get anything there?
I got the spicy chicken nuggets. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because I think I didn't get anything originally, but then Ryan got like an extra teriyaki burger and I ate it. But it was weird.
Yeah, that definitely sounds weird.
Yeah.
But all right, I think it's a good place to wrap it up. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching the Otaku Brothers podcast. I've been your co-host, Joseph, joined by my lovely co-host, Ben. This is episode 103. Thank you all so much for being here, tuning in every week for our videos, even when it's not the podcast. We've been enjoying it. It's been fun. Hopefully, I know I say this all the time, but hopefully when we get some free time, I want to post more stuff. Just, whether it be manga reactions or stuff like that, because there's been some good manga stuff coming out. And, yeah. It's an exciting time. But anyways, we'll let you guys go. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you all in the next episode. Arrivederci.
Bye-bye.
Sorry, that was the outro music.